Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and today I'm doing a small job. This will just be 2 bedrooms, and then there's an area in a family room I've got to do as well. Carpet is 10 years old. This has always been a rental suite in the basement of this house. And for 10 years, actually, it is in pretty good shape. I guess it must be a tri-extra. So it's doing pretty well, actually, especially for a rental, actually. But anyway, so now the tenant has a cat in here, and so the homeowner wanted to be very. She was concerned about dealing with the cat hair in the carpet, and so and the allergens. So the stabilized CO2 is an anti-allergen. It will address the cat dander anyway, but also, of course, I did do a very thorough pre-vacuuming and all the edges and corners very carefully with the Hoover Hush Tone. Very good vacuum, a real good professional grade vacuum. Not a vacuum you're going to go and buy at Walmart, that's for sure. It's actually not that expensive. They're on Amazon, I think $400 or $500. Very good vacuum. So that was done first, and then now I'm going to be cleaning it. Now, although the carpet does not have any visible soiling on it, and normally I would just do a single step, because I know that the cat has been on here, I'm going to be going over it first of all with a hog's hair fiber pad, because the hog's hair fiber pad is particularly effective at pulling out any, and if there's any cat hair or whatever embedded into the fibers, it'll grab literally and pull the hairs out. So that's why I'm going to be running over it with the hog's hair fiber pad anyway. So let's give it a clean. Now I've increased the stabilized CO2 in my solution here. I've gone up from 1,000 ppm, which is what I normally have, and I've got it at about 3,000, just to make sure I address the allergens in the carpet effectively. So we will do this. Wait a minute, make sure I'm getting the valves on. Okay. Now, one thing I just wanted to talk about. And my customers over there. But I want to just talk about the what I'm cleaning with, which is my primary cleaner, which is the Nanomax. And there's other products out there like Nanomax that would have a health rating of 0. And I think that's one of the things we need to be always aware of, about the potential exposure to things that could be harmful to us. And I've talked about this many times over the years, and it really was brought to my attention recently, where one of our members of the SETT Facebook page had shared on the page about something that occurred with his wife, who was cleaning carpets, and she was spraying, he described a high pH end cap solution. I have no idea what it was, so I asked him, and hopefully he'll post that so we all know. But apparently as she sprayed it, she inhaled some of it, which is inevitable when you're spraying. And whatever it was, and at whatever level it was, and for whatever reason, this product had a very adverse effect upon her. She had some real serious issues with her lungs. She ended up with a heart attack. I mean, she literally almost lost her life. She was in hospital for, I think he said 15 days or something like that. And it's really caused her a great deal of harm. She's out of the hospital now, but and he has had some issues himself with other things, and he wasn't able to work. She was actually kind of bearing the brunt of the business, and now they're both kind of laid up or whatever. I just want to point out to you guys who are watching my videos, bear in mind that we need to be always thinking about what we're exposing ourselves to on a consistent basis. And I know that there's guys that will use products that you know are actually not healthy to be exposing yourself to, and you know, you only get one body, and if we expose ourselves to things that we know are toxins, and we do it over repeatedly over years, inevitably something almost certainly will happen in a negative manner to our bodies, whether it be you know, some kind of a disease or whatever, or in this case, I guess she her name is Grace, by the way. I guess she had what would be called, I guess, a toxic shock, and her body couldn't tolerate it, and she literally almost lost her life. Now, we just need to be very aware of what we're using and how we're using it. And one of the reasons that I shower feed, even though I'm using a product with a health rating of 0, and usually the highest rating I will use is something with a health rating of 1. But one of the reasons why I choose to shower feed is because nothing gets atomized. Nothing goes into the air. It's all simply applied through the machine, onto the pad, and onto the carpet, but nothing gets misted into the air. And I think, you know, maybe it's, in most cases, that's probably not really necessary, but you can't be too careful. So that is one reason, and it's a good reason, to shower feed. So I think that, you know, I know not everybody's going to agree with that, but hey, when you hear about somebody that's had such a tremendously bad reaction to the inhalation of these products, and I don't know what product it was, I have no idea, but he did mention it was a high pH end cap, which actually I'm not even familiar with any high pH end caps, but I never use that kind of thing, and I never would. But wow, that's really quite scary to think about. I mean, he literally, or she almost lost her life. She apparently woke up in the morning, I guess the day after she'd been doing work or whatever, and maybe she did a big job, I don't know. And she could hardly breathe, and they ended up, I guess, getting the ambulance, and she ended up with a heart attack, and I think damage to her lungs, and probably damage to her heart, and she lost her short-term memory, at least for a while, and all kinds of terrible things. So, guys, I have talked about this many times on my videos about being careful about what we're cleaning with and how we're applying it, and yeah, I don't think we can overemphasize how important it is. You know, if we expose ourselves to things on a consistent basis that we know are harmful to us, why would we do that? You don't have to. There are so many good, safe products, and you don't have to spray it, as I consistently show. So there's just some things to think about, and I know that there are some that will, I guess, won't like what I'm saying, but hey, what would you say to this poor lady that was lying in the hospital there fighting for her life? I guarantee you she will not be using anything like that again. So as you can see, I'm going over every inch with the fiber pad, making sure I get right up to the edge. even. Of course, I can do that very easily with the rotary. Making sure I go over all the carpet and pull out as much of that cat hair. I mean, obviously I vacuumed it very well, but you'll never get everything out. So I just wanted to just give you guys a heads up about that. Again, I've only been saying these things because I've seen videos of guys using products that are known to be unhealthy, to be exposing themselves to, and I've said it many times. This is just not wise to do this, and there really is no reason to do that. There's so many good products out there that are safe, and we need to be more careful. That's all I'm saying. And we need to also remember to pray for Bill and for his wife Grace, that she'll recover and that they will get through this difficult time. He's got a GoFundMe, and we're going to be contributing to that today, I think. And I recommend that if you guys are able, any of you guys are watching this, are able to do this, help him out. Let's help our brother and encourage him and be a blessing. That's all we can do. Not a lot of hair. There is some. And I will be, of course, I will be post-vacuuming this, and so it'll end up having 2 very thorough vacuumings on this carpet as well. I only saw one mark on the carpet. At least in the other room. In the other room, there was one mark that seemed to come out very easily. Pre-treated it. Wasn't a very obvious mark. And then there's I think there's a P mark in the other room, which I have yet to do. So it's pre-treated already. So remember, when we're cleaning, you can't clean without water, but water is your enemy, which means that you want to be careful about the amount you put on. Don't overdo it, but don't underdo it as well. Make sure you're paying attention to the amount of liquid water that you're applying to the carpet. Use your head, be wise. Be skillful. That's the key. Okay, I'll let you go. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.